Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since my last video. So on my whiteboard here, I have the first part of what we talked about in the last video, and we're going to do a short review. And I'll also up above or over on the other side put a link to that other video. But in review, by the way, this is covered up. This is an old beach towel. It fit across a whiteboard. Underneath it is what we're going to be talking about this video. But before that, I want to just go into a short review because we're going to pick up where the other video led off. Now, as we talked about before, time is divided into three basic segments. And they are the past, the present moment, and the future. And we talked about a timeline going from the future through the present moment into the past. That's the way life goes. And we also suggested that there are some mathematical mysteries that can show that time can go in the other way, both ways. But so far, we have not been able to demonstrate that. We never have. So time seems to go always from what we call the future through the present moment and into the past. Now, the past has only memories in it. In the past are all your experiences, all your reference information and material, what we call history. And now this is the most difficult part to understand. Nothing ever happened in the past. We have memories in the past, but the memories are what happened in the present moment. Because we can only live, function, be in the present moment. And that's what this little dot up here represents. The now moment, the present moment, this little dot. And it is so small as we move from the future. And then, like that, it's the past. And to move from the future to the past, you must go through the present moment. And present moment is where everything happens. So that is kind of the review that from our last video. You can only live. You can only be forever in the present moment. And the present moment is kind of like a hot spot for everything to happen. And as soon as the event, whatever it is, moves off the hot spot of the present moment into the past, it's gone. the event is gone. There's nothing in the past of the present moment. There's only memories of the present moment. There is nothing outside of the present moment that can be. Now you might think about this, because I did this before. There's a little demonstration. Now watch this demonstration. I'm going to go into the past. 1 second. Did I leave the present moment? No. You can't leave the present moment. You can't leave it for a second. You can't leave it for a year. You can't leave it for 10 years. Anything outside of the present moment is a memory. Only a memory. And you created it. Just like you create in the present moment your world. You create the present moment by your memories of the past. So the present moment is the way it is. Your world is the way it is right now because of your past and what you remember of the past. And your past determines what your future is going to be. Strange things. So that's our review. Now some of the stuff I just said, you're not going to get in the last video. You'll have to look at some of the other ones. So now we're going to move into what we're going to talk about now. So I got to take off my beach towel. And okay, now this is what we're going to talk about right here. Your world. Again, expanding what we did before, the present moment. We've expanded it to encompass your world that you create based upon the past. See, that's what makes it an illusion. You think things happened in the past. Nothing happened in the past. What we call history is really memories. And each person has a different memory. And each history book is full of stories which are only memories, and none of them are completely true. No matter how much physical evidence from the past you bring into the present moment. Now we'll have to do more work on that. But for right now, recognize, now I drew this with a little red around it. The red kind of doesn't look so bright. But there is a red circle around your world. Now your world is held in place because of your relationships with what's around you in the present moment. And in the other video, the last video, this one up here that interfaces with you, we called your neighbor and we gave him a name of Charlie. I picked Charlie because I like that name. Now, you and Charlie interact and you have certain things in common. By that I mean you have certain things of Charles, your neighbor, that and he has of you. So that's this interaction right here. Because you have throughout your life in your relationships with everybody that's around you. Now, it's just not everybody. It's working relationships, it's nature, it's the weather, all kinds of things come into your world. And how your world interprets those adventures that you are gathering from your interface with what's around you are determined by your memories. So your memories determine your world. I have another YouTube video on that, which we can talk about. I'll put a link to that one up there too. Now Charlie, now this is the present moment. Okay, your present moment. This is your world. And your world is the way it is because Charlie's world, your neighbor, is the way it is. Your children are the way they are. Your significant other, your spouse, is the way they are. Everything is together in the present moment. Well, now, we like to think about freedom, free will, that we have free will to do what we want. It's part of the illusion. You can't do everything you want. You can't go the wrong way on the expressway. You can't jump up and not come down. There are all kinds of things that you can't do in the illusion that affects your willpower, because everything is held in place in the present moment. And you can't get out of the present moment. Amazing. But we think, now this is why I'm bringing this up now. We think things happened in the past. And you have in the present right now free willpower to do anything you want. You can vote for who you want. There's a lot of things that you can do, that you think you can do, but in essence, they're all kind of controlled or moderated by your past experiences. And your past experiences are only memories. Now, in a short time, I'm coming out with another book, and it's going to be called, right now, I may change my mind, or I may get some ideas from you that are watching this, giving me some ideas about what I should call the book. But it's about memories. I talk a lot about memories. And the name of the book right now that I'm thinking about is called Hunting the Elusive Memories. Hunting the Elusive Memories. Well, why would I name it that? Because memories are very elusive. You think you know what they are on a conscious level, but they're not what you think they are, which makes them very much a part of the illusion that you're living in. Interesting idea, is it not? So the present moment, your world, is the way it is because of your memories, your past experiences, and your future will be much like your past because the present moment is determined by the past, and the future, right up here, comes to the present moment. You bring your past into the present. Now, if you had a wonderful past and a lot of wonderful experiences, you're going to have a wonderful future. If you have a past that is full of turmoil, full of problems, full of pain and suffering, in the present moment, that's what you're going to experience. And your future will be much based on that experience of the present moment. So if you want to change the future, you have to change the present. To change the present, you must heal the past. Now we've changed. Now I said heal the past. And nothing happened in the past. There's nothing. There's no event in the past. So when you heal the past, you're not changing events. There's no events to change. So what are you changing? What are you healing in the past? Your past memories. Your negative, hurtful, painful experiences that are now only memories that you created. So you may say, well, I didn't create them. That just happened because of what some other people did, what I ran into, the outside world. I'm just responding to the outside world. I'm not creating it. Oh, now you need to begin to look deeper into how your present moment is made. This is where you're at. This is your world. And your present moment is always based upon your past experiences. And your past experiences reflect into the future. And what comes to you through the future will look much like the past, unless or until you change your past. So I'll put another link to that other discussion about how memories are created, and they're created in the present moment. When the event is going on, and when the event is out of the present moment, it's gone. Nothing left of the event. But you do have your unique interpretation of the event, which will be based upon older memories, which weren't true either. It's very convoluted. But when you heal the past, when you forgive yourself for what isn't here right now and can never be again, you begin to change your world. And from that, your future will look much different than it does now. So how do you change memories? First, you have to understand how you created them. Once you understand how you created your memories, you can begin to release the negative energy within the memory through self-forgiveness and self-love. A very interesting process, but so helpful in changing your world. No matter what your world is right now, whether you like it or whether you don't like it, whether you like it or you don't like it, it's all a creation. And it's not real. But you believe it is. It sure looks real, doesn't it? And that's what makes it such a wonderful illusion, a magnificent illusion that keeps you captive in the past. When you let go of the past, when you heal the past, you change your world. What an interesting concept, and what an interesting way to change what you think your world is. So next time we get together, all of these themes that I bring up, as you already know, I keep bringing them up at different times, and explaining them or looking at them through a different lens. So you begin to appreciate the illusion that you're living in, that you can't see. Why can't you see it? Well, the illusion is so magnificent, so powerful. So the next time, we're going to change this model. And we're going to look at how you create your world, both physically and emotionally, which is how you feel. So we're going to find out why you feel the way you feel. Now, in the meantime, don't go away. Come back for the next installment. And we're going to change this, because we've gone through this several times to recognize you can only live in the present moment. You can't be in the past, not for 1 second. You can't be in the future for 1 second. This is the only place you can be. So, until we meet again, now if you followed me all the way along here, and maybe you got some questions, put them down below. And we'll try to give some explanation of being in the illusion and how your questions may be answered. Also, push the like button. Now, even if you don't like it, if you watched it all the way to the end, at least to keep you active in your mind, thinking, that guy's crazy, you don't know what he's talking about. So, maybe you do like it. Also, you can subscribe below. Also, if you have any ideas what to call a book that's going to be written around these very unusual memories that you carry that are unique to you. So until we meet again, until the next video, have fun, be gentle with yourself, and don't get so excited about things you can't do anything about. Be good to yourself. We'll see you next time.